There was a specific moment. I remember it clearly, where I looked at my life and thought, am I putting in time, but I'm not going anywhere? Not a crisis, not a breakdown, just an honest, quiet realization that the way I was spending my days wasn't adding up to the life that I actually wanted to build. And the part that sat with me the most wasn't what I had or hadn't accomplished. It was that I had all these things I kept saying I was going to work on: better habits, more focus, more discipline, more follow through, and I keep not doing them. Not because I didn't care, but because I didn't have the mental strength to actually see them through. That's where this channel starts, and that's what today is about. This channel is about mental strength. Not the extreme version on social media. Not ice baths and 4 a.m. wake ups and pushing yourself until you break. The everyday version. The practical side of building the discipline, consistency, and mindset to follow through on the things that actually matter to you. Today, I want to tell you my story. Why I started taking this seriously. What I tried that didn't work. What eventually clicked, and why I'm building this channel. Quick note before we get into it: everything I share on this channel is based on my own experience. I'm not certified coach or psychologist. Take what connects with you where you are and adapt the rest. The difference this time was that I actually stopped and sat with it instead of brushing past it. I started asking myself some uncomfortable questions. Where is my time actually going? What habits do I have that are taking me somewhere I don't want to go? And what am I avoiding? The answers weren't great. I was spending a lot of time on things that gave me a hit of something. Distraction, comfort, the feeling of being busy without actually moving anything forward. I kept treating my most important goals like things I get to when life settled down. Here's what I've since learned. Life doesn't settle down. The gap between where you are and where you want to be doesn't close on its own. And waiting for the right conditions is just a more comfortable way of not starting. I want to be honest about this part, because I think a lot of people have been here and don't talk about it. I've tried the motivation approach. I've watched videos that fired me up, felt great for a few days, and then the feeling faded and nothing had changed. Motivation is real. It's just not reliable. You can't build mental strength on something that shows up when it feels like it. I tried the productivity app, Rabbit Hole, and downloaded everything. I built elaborate systems. I spent more time managing the system than actually doing anything. I tried the big resolution approach. Long list of habits I was going to build all at once. By week 3, I had done none of them consistently and had quietly abandoned the whole thing. The pattern was always the same. I was looking for a tool or a feeling to do the work that only mental strength could do. The shift came when I stopped trying to feel more motivated and started building the mental foundation to act without it. That is what mental strength actually is. Not the absence of doubt or discomfort, but the ability to act anyway, to show up on the days where you don't feel like it, to keep the commitment to yourself even when nobody else is watching. I started small, one habit at a time, 30 days, no adding anything new until the first thing was solid. I started thinking about my environment. What was making it easy to do the wrong things, and what small changes could make the right thing easier to reach? And I started thinking differently about identity. Not I'm trying to be more disciplined, but I'm someone who follows through. That shift sounds small. It isn't. Who you think you are determines what you do when things get hard. None of this was a single breakthrough moment. It was a slow accumulation of small choices that started to compound. And the compounding is the whole thing. I'm building this channel because I think there's a gap in the mental strength space. A lot of the content out there is either too extreme, pushing yourself into discipline, or too soft. Generic affirmations that don't hold up when life gets hard. There's not much in the middle. The practical, honest, sustainable version of building real mental strength. Every video I put out will be practical. It will be honest. It will be tested against real life, not just theory. And it will be for people who are serious about the work, even if it's not glamorous. That's my story. That's where I am and why I'm building this. If any of that resonated, if you've been in that same loop of knowing what you need to do and not quite cracking it, you're in the right place. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming. New video every week on mental strength, discipline, and the practical side of becoming who you want to. Drop a comment and tell me one thing you've been trying to change about how you operate. I read every single one. I'll see you in the next one.